Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 17 of Red Force Podcast. My name is Eric Talato. Joining me today is Christian Talato.
I'm disappointed.
Disappointed? What is he disappointed in, ladies and gentlemen?
The community.
Please, air your grievances.
Why are people making videos just spreading cancer?
What cancer
No.
in particular?
Not putting any of their input into it. Just spreading cancer. Like, what was the point of this arc? It's an easy question to answer.
Yeah.
They're not going to answer it. They're just gonna state all the negative opinions of this arc. Not go into reasons why Oda may have done those.
Mm-hmm.
Made those decisions. They're just gonna spread those. Make the community more toxic.
Yeah.
I don't know for what reason. Views?
Maybe, Christian. This is my thought on your spiciness this week, and we've talked about this off air. I just feel like the people who complain about this series in a matter of Whole Cake Island and maybe just Rosa came on, jumped ship after Naruto. Naruto's their OG, their favorite, nostalgia, their flagship series, and they're trying to talk about One Piece because that's like the next big
thing. We
next
went
big
through this
thing.
last week.
Yeah, we went through the history last week. Christian, it just comes down to biases, charitable opinions that people don't have because they didn't grow up with this series, and maybe they don't know what the series is really about.
But
they're trying to fit this series into a box that doesn't fit.
But I'm not asking for you to say this arc is the best arc of all time.
Yeah.
This is not, right? What I'm asking is for you to make a video. If you're gonna make a video explaining why you don't like it.
Yeah.
And not the general consensus.
Repeating bullet points.
Just
on
repeating
why people
bullet
hate
points.
the arc.
It's a pointless video.
Yeah.
Just annoys me to see that kind of behavior.
Right. Anything else on the horizon, Christian?
Horizon.
Yeah.
Reveries on the horizon.
Yeah. We also have a break next week via Golden Week. The dreaded Golden Week happens every 3 months, apparently. Christian, what arc will we be reviewing?
Reviewing.
What do you reckon? There's the Big Daddies. We can start from the start. What do you think?
Let's just start from the start.
You want to start from the start?
We'll go from chapter 1 to let's go Sura Village.
Okay. End of Sura Village.
Yeah.
We power scaled Captain Kura last week, so
Yeah, I know. Why?
yeah,
I don't know.
That's fitting. Christian, I think I'm on a quest this week to maybe make the podcast more audio friendly.
Okay.
We will be on SoundCloud this week.
This week, SoundCloud confirmed.
It'll probably go up like 12 hours earlier than the YouTube video just because of, uploading times in Australia are real bad.
Yeah.
For like 3 gig is like, 12 hours.
12 hours.
12 hours, 10 hours, something like that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Issues galore. So, for all the people listening on SoundCloud and perhaps iTunes later down the road, hello.
Hello.
You can find us on YouTube at the Red Force Podcasts.
You can.
You can see the video component is just two
Cobs.
cobs sitting in front of a camera in their studio. Not much to see. You get to see the power
You can
scale.
see power scale.
Christian, what is on the docket today? What can people expect?
We got a chapter discussion on chapter 902 Enroll. We got
Yes,
Hashirama Shakes. Of course.
of course.
We got topic of the show. In defense of Whole Cake Island.
Christian's going
That's gonna get
ham.
spicy.
Yep.
We got the power scale and we got the question corner.
Christian, should we jump into the chapter? Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Just a quick note. Brago's new intro is up.
Yes.
People seem to enjoy it. I appreciate there's the kind comments. It's lit and fire, apparently. That's what the community direct
It's-
quotes.
It's a lit fam.
Yeah. All those high quality
Comments.
comments. Christian, chapter, let's go.
Chapter 902,
Yes.
end roll.
I wrote down the chapter name this week.
He did. He's improving.
There you go.
Improving his Google Docs skills.
Not only do I, buy all the equipment for this show and run the board and do all the editing, but I also write down the chapter name.
But
Yes.
do you come with the spicy content?
Christian, this is why you're here. Give us the chapter breakdown.
All right. So first of all, let's talk about that color spread.
Yeah.
Gorgeous color. One of the best color spreads I've seen.
It's looking very good. I enjoy the Ghostbusters
Reference.
you know?
Very good color
Oda,
spread.
Oda fan of 80s films. He loves the Terminators. Apparently he's got a
Ghostbusters?
giant Terminator in his office.
I've heard the mystical legends of Oda's office.
One day we might be able to visit Oda's office in a
Apparently
pipe
he
dream.
has a shark in his toilet.
Yeah, like above his toilet. Real strange. But, he's the creator of One Piece. He's got to come up with wacky ideas somehow.
It's true.
Well, we have Zoro in there as a ghost, right?
No, they're all gingerbread men.
Yeah. But they're like,
One missing character,
yeah,
no Jinbei.
still not officially
Still
part
not
of the crew.
officially
You officially
part of
joined the crew when you're a color spread, is that correct?
Factual.
I want to see if we can do the...
It
I don't know
did
how...
take a long time for Frankie to get on the color.
And Brooke?
color spread. I think Brooke was less, but it
Yeah.
took a long time.
Right. Good color spread. Oda mostly delivers on the color spreads every week. The last one, 900 was a little bit weird. With chibi straw hats. Something different.
It's inspired off Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Which is, Oda likes the Animal Crossing, which is fun to find out. Christian, chapter
Alright, last chapter
901.
of Whole Cake Island.
Yes? 902, last chapter. What does that give us? We started what, 8:30-ish?
Yes, I got it written
8:30
down.
8:35.
We started 78 chapters ago.
78 chapters ago, officially.
So, let's get into it.
Yep.
First of all, we get the moment where Sanji finds out Pedro is dead.
Pedro's dead.
Pedro's dead.
Oda's not going to walk away.
You can't walk away at this point from the fact that Pedro's dead. After this, Pedro 100% confirmed dead. I'm calling here. 100% confirmed dead. Well, Eric has a heart attack in the corner.
Yeah.
So Pedro is dead. Carrot comes out, tries to console, Sanji.
Mm-hmm.
But she ends up just working herself up
Into a tear.
into a little bit of a cry.
Yeah. Sanji.
Does this show Carrot on the crew?
Christian, my thoughts about Carrot on the crew. I don't see her character-wise strong enough to be on the crew. She's literally Chopper 2.0, but she's got cool fighting stuff, which I appreciate. Alright?
But we're really going to see her fight a lot.
I mean, we barely get fights to the other female fighters. I feel like she'd have the most chance of getting a fight.
Yeah.
So, possible. I don't know what her goal or / dream is probably just to explore the world. Is that a good enough dream for us, Christian?
It's fine.
Yeah?
It's fine.
It's similar to
I mean,
Inu
Usopp-
and Neko when they went on Roger's
Pirate King's
crew. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Usopp's dream is even more nebulous.
Yeah.
So I don't think it really matters.
I think we've talked about Carrot being on the crew before. I wouldn't mind it. It's just, to me, another, it's a bland character. Give me another dynamic. Like, Jinbei's
think
character...
she's got room.
Jinbei's character dynamic works on the crew.
I think Carrot has room to grow.
Are we going to see, Carrot Swan from Sanji?
No.
No?
No.
No.
We're not going to see that.
Right.
Alright?
Is she going to be like Chopper's protege? Like
Yes.
Chopper Carrot combo fights? Do you see that happening?
Well, I think Carrot's got to be a new mascot if she joins.
Do you think Carrot can teach Chopper Sulong form?
I think she could teach Electro. I don't know about Sulong. Because
Right.
Chopper is
He's
a
a real
reindeer.
animal. Yeah, but animals, minks, what's the connection?
Who knows?
Interesting
Maybe.
to think about. That might be Chopper's new, form. But full moon. How often is it going to be a full moon? Every time she's required to fight?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the song begins. Soul Pocus.
Soul Pocus. We got a nice song from Steven. Nice translation. I appreciate the translation.
Yeah, it's a good translation, not as good as the one before.
Right.
But
Not,
it's still
not as
good.
good as the first. He's got to work with what he's got.
Yeah, Japanese and songs don't mix.
Okay.
Alright, Soul Pocus. Do you want to talk about the song, or do you want to talk about the events?
I don't really like.
Because the song is kind of saying something different to the events.
Well, the song's interesting. What are you gonna say about the song, Christian? Because it's on similar themes to what Big Mom's on about. It's sweet. It's delicious. It's devilish.
This
It's
song,
bittersweet.
this song
Yeah.
sums up the entire arc.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
You come into an Empress territory, you think you can fuck around, but you can't fuck around.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what the song's pretty much saying.
Okay.
And it's all controlled by Big Mom.
Yes.
Notice, Big Mom is in control
Yes.
of this territory. She can't be retarded.
I don't think anyone has issues with.
People say she has a slow intellect.
I wouldn't say she has a slow intellect.
I'd say she has a childlike mentality.
She has a warped worldview, perhaps.
I would say she has a childlike mentality when
Yeah.
it comes to certain things, like food.
Yeah.
But she has a tactician's mind
Yes.
when it comes to plans, domination of other fucking islands.
Yeah, she was gonna fuck over Germa, which requires some kind of planning
She's not
and intellect.
unintelligent.
She's not the smartest character.
She's not the smartest character.
But
Sure.
she's not.
But she's not retarded.
Yeah. Definitely not retarded.
So
Retarded in the state that we saw the most in this arc, which
Exactly.
is maybe why people are saying that.
Big Mom, very interesting character.
Yeah.
Most interesting villain.
Sure, she's very.
Post time skip.
She's. Who would you say trumps in general?
In general,
Yeah.
Crocodile's very interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Crocodile is interesting.
well, you've got all the animals which are very interesting characters.
she's
who else?
she's multi-dimensional for sure. And
Very
we
interesting.
haven't really seen her do much in her reasonable state in the arc, which will happen later. Theoretically. Hopefully when she returns she doesn't go into this, food state again. Please.
No, sure. I doubt she will.
Yeah.
Unless Sanji wants to cook again.
Yeah.
But that's the point of the song. Just saying, you think this island's nice and happy, but really, you're entering Big Mom's territory
Yeah.
and you're gonna get fucked up.
Alright.
That's what it's saying. So, alright, so after the, the Pedro's dead,
Yeah.
we get, the scenes at Chocolate Town. What's
Yeah.
happening over there?
Pudding.
Pudding, Jinbei,
Yeah.
all those characters. Now, what do you think about this memory thing? Pudding takes the memories of the kiss from Sanji. What are your thoughts? Because I have thoughts.
Is it necessary?
I have thoughts.
Is it necessary for Pudding to do so? Did she do it so Sanji could focus on?
Oh, well,
What was happening?
I have thoughts about this, so
Alright.
I just want to know what you think about it.
I mean, it's I get it. Like, if to keep Sanji from not getting connected to Pudding as much as she'd like.
Pudding has been redeemed by this act,
Yeah.
right? Pudding loves Sanji, right?
Yeah.
Pudding knows they can't be together.
Yeah.
They can't be together.
All right.
Big Mum's there. Sanji needs to go on his journey with his crew.
Yeah.
He needs to feed the Pyro King. Pudding knows this, and she knows it can't work.
And Oda did a good. I think Oda did a good job with this mini little wrap up story here.
A little wrap up scene.
I've seen on live reactions and other media content, as it were,
Yeah.
people's opinion switch on Pudding.
I think Pudding's been redeemed.
They soften on Pudding. Some people are like, yeah, but fuck Pudding, which is understandable. But over this arc, I think we've come to maybe think about Pudding in a different manner. She's conflicted for sure.
She takes a selfish act, right?
Yeah.
She kisses Sanji, showing her love for him,
Yeah.
right? But she takes it away. so she can have that moment, but it doesn't affect Sanji.
Yes.
Showing that she understands the situation, and she's not willing
To put Sanji.
to put
through.
Sanji in a position where he thinks he can't leave.
Yeah.
So very good by Pudding, very good move.
Interesting
Oda.
move.
Alright, do you think she's redeemed?
Yeah, I've never really had that much of an issue with Pudding to begin with anyway. Like, I've never really
Yes,
been, like,
yeah.
Pudding a hater. Did I feel for Pudding this chapter? Probably.
What is...
What?
She's self-conscious about her eye,
Yes.
her third eye,
Yes.
right? Sanji, admits the first one seemingly to say that it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
What is this trying to say? That your insecurities aren't real?
I think it's just the usual ugly duckling story. But it doesn't really translate because of the way the character's drawn. It's just a third eye.
But Pudding doesn't get a happy ending.
No, much like this arc.
No one really gets a happy ending.
Yes.
Pudding doesn't get a happy ending. She's distraught. She's upset. She didn't get her prince, right?
Yeah.
But she did the right thing.
Yeah.
Pudding doesn't get a happy ending. So we got the flashback. It was a kiss.
Was
like
this
it's called.
was this sad ending for us to probably sympathize with Pudding and Redeemer?
Obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah. What was I gonna say? Oda puts his the kiss happened, right?
Yeah.
Call it. Alright? People saying
Obviously.
it didn't happen.
Right.
Alright? People saying some memory bullshit. Some memory bullshit did happen. But not all of it was wiped from Sanji's memory.
Christian, you know how I feel about this Devil Fruit?
Are you happy it's out of the story?
For now, I'm hearing words on the street that when Big Mom returns, Pudding will
Also
plant
return.
the memory back into Sanji's mind. And do something weird, because they still think Pudding's still a villain. I don't know about that. Real weird.
I think Pudding's redeemed in Sanji's mind.
Yeah. I want Pudding out of the story via mechanical reasons via Delfruit. Delfruit is annoying
Theory bait.
and problematic for the story in general.
Well, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for Wano.
Yes.
And I hope you're ready for Reverie.
Yes.
Especially Reverie. Because that is theory country.
I'm not mad about theories in general. I just get upset with memory manipulation because everything turns into an illusion,
Yeah.
which is annoying.
So, Pudding moment, very good for this chapter, very good for this arc.
Yeah.
Right? Pudding's arc wrapped up. Would you say effectively?
For the aim of us to finally feel something for Pudding, I think it's appropriate.
I think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Think
It
it's
synced up well with the anime episode where just aired maybe this week with Pudding with the wedding.
Yeah.
We got more flashback, more understanding, and then we get the wrap up here, which helps.
So, Straw Hats have escaped the territory.
Yeah,
Everyone's escaping. It's time to retreat. Let's get out of here.
indeed.
That little scene there.
Yep.
Now, did Judge beat Snack?
He's fucked up, severely fucked up. I imagine they're still on the ship in some way. And
Did
they're
you
all
think
just
he
like,
bailed?
did Germa call for a retreat, right?
Yeah.
Because their mission's done
But at least Judge has been fighting
for some time.
for 2 hours against Snack.
Um,
Is Judd indeed top 5?
well, I imagine he's got his bunch of troops and stuff. He is bloodied up. You do see him in this chapter.
That's true.
Just want to point out that the Vinsmoke's mission was to escort the ship,
Straw Hats.
the Straw Hats out.
Of course.
Not to get revenge on Big Mom.
Well, that was obvious.
Yes, there was more of a coy move by Ichiji, being like, "I'm a cool guy. I'm not
I'm not going to admit that I'm helping you. Yeah.
Which I don't know, Christian. We talk about a lot about the Germa and their role in the future.
Mm.
I don't know. Do you think they're gonna turn up in Wano with Jinbei? What do you reckon? Or is that just it for them? Reverie, maybe? I don't know.
See, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Germa were not redeemed.
No, they weren't.
They were kind of redeemed, but kind of not redeemed. Judge just wanted to repay the favor.
Judge wasn't redeemed. The rest maybe were. on the way.
They follow Judge's orders.
The story arc isn't over with Judge and Sanji, I'd say.
It could be. This could be Judge's fate.
That's just it. That's just how it is. Judge is never going to change.
Well, we saw it
Yeah.
2 chapters ago.
Yeah. I just feel like Sanji's like a character that could change. Like, you get the feeling that Judge will eventually change and prove...
We've said
Sanji would prove Judge wrong.
We've
Like,
talked about this before, but does Judge deserve redemption?
I think it's more of a Sanji thing more than a Judge deserves redemption. Can Sanji change his father's view via his cooking feats, his
But-
strength feats? Can he prove to his father that it's more emotions are worth something?
I think Zeph is his father, and the point is to show that it's not necessarily who you're related to
Yeah.
that are your parents.
Okay.
It's more like you choose your own family. You know, there are good people out there.
Yeah.
I think Zeph is Sanji's father.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Okay.
And Judge is he's just a bad character.
Right.
He doesn't deserve to be redeemed. So why redeem him?
Mm.
Goes back to the sad ending
Right.
of this arc and this chapter.
Okay.
If the German die here, you know, they died helping the Straw Hats escape.
Yeah.
Is that on Sanji or is that on them? That's on them. They chose to stay.
Right. But they won't die. They'll be fine.
I hope Judge dies. So then, like, Reiju can lead it. So then they can be part of the story.
I guess. I still think Judge has a part to play in the story later on.
Vegapunk stuff.
Perhaps. I just see... Because Sanji and Judge never really had a legitimate, like, confrontation after the wedding.
They did, though. Judge is like, I'll leave Zeph alone. After this,
I don't feel like it was
we're
wrapped
square.
up. Yeah, I don't feel like it was wrapped up. I feel like it'll get wrapped up later.
But when? Reverie?
I don't know when they turn up. You know how One Piece is. Anyone can turn up at any point.
I guess. Alright, so we got... After the retreat
Yeah.
and that detour, we got... The Katakuri,
flashback.
Brule, flashback.
The much requested flashback.
Everybody
via the
wanted it,
fans.
and we got it. And it
Who
was
would have
good.
thought Brule would have been
He's
a
a
sympathetic character?
He's a character.
Yeah, it's not just a multi-dimensional portal.
Brule is a character this chapter.
Yes.
What a chapter. Who would have thought, seen that coming? No one. No one would have seen that. Alright. There's a few little interesting lines
Yeah, go on.
that we have to bring up.
Let's see how Christian spins this.
Brule says, "Why did you fall on your back?
Yes.
You fell on your side. You fell on your front at first."
Yes.
Official translation.
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean? People want to say Katakuri through the fight.
I wrote a few notes on the page, just putting my thoughts together. Katakuri falling on his back and ripping the mask off must relate to his respect for Luffy.
Yes.
It must.
I think it's a
'Cause-
symbol. I think falling on his back is a symbol that he's willing to let go of the lie.
He's willing to let go of He's willing to show Luffy 100% of who he is. That's what I think it's about. And I think this is how I kind of think of the Big Mom Pirates. The old school family
Yeah.
know Katakuri and his true form.
But they
the-
don't know that he never lied down
Well,
his back.
Brule does know, and she doesn't care.
Yes.
And I
because
imagine Perospero, Oven Daifuku,
Yes.
they'd see him as a
those
kid.
those guys that
Yeah.
know him.
The old school,
That grew
like
up
the
with him,
original. I
know,
feel like
they're his
I
brother.
feel like it's gone to a case where Big Mom is like so powerful now in the story and in the
Yeah.
timeline that the new generation, the kids, are spoiled. They're Brady. They don't need to fight. We see Big Mom nowhere in this situation in the flashback.
Jesus God.
The kids are getting bullied by random goons. Similar to Pudding though. Interesting who's parenting these children.
What island are they on?
I
'Cause
don't
they're
know.
not on Whole Cake
It's
Island.
some kind of like dock city.
Big
it
Mom
looks
dumps
like.
all the kids.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just looking after themselves. You know, fending for themselves, gaining a type
It's
bond.
like crew of like
maybe
kids.
maybe I don't know when they turn 16, 18, Big Mom comes back for them, and they go on a crew, they join the crew properly.
Who
when
knows?
they're
Who the
of
fuck
age,
knows what's going on with that? I don't know.
Katakuri looks pretty strong as a kid. Christian, this is the thing.
Did he
It's-
throw the fight?
No, he didn't
No,
throw
he
the
didn't
fight.
throw the
He
fight.
gave it his all. The kitty
This line, I think this line proves that Katakuri getting up was only to get
Sure.
answers.
Yeah, and I think it's more to understand this fight. You have to understand Katakuri, and you have to understand that the enormous respect that Katakuri shows Luffy.
Katakuri,
He respects Luffy's carefree attitude. He respects Luffy's will to never give up. And he respects Luffy's skill as a captain to always protect his crew / his family, similar to Katakuri.
and his will.
Yes.
See, Katakuri is one of the best written characters in One Piece.
Now, Christian, do you want to save this Katakuri discussion for the topic of the show?
Yes, we'll save it for that.
Yes.
But I'm just saying it here.
Yeah.
This flashback, we get it.
Characterizes Katakuri.
Characterization. We
makes
get to
it-
see him interact with his family.
It gives and it also,
Smiling, smirking, being a real human being.
and it also gives concrete 100% evidence, not this 80%, 70% kind of interpretation of his character. It's cemented as he does it for his family. He does it to protect his family, and he doesn't do it to protect his own persona. To protect himself, he does it for his family.
But now he's abandoned that. So what does that say about him and his family?
He's willing to show the world that
He's Katakuri the man. He's not Katakuri, the pillar of Big Mom.
Yeah.
So
He's not Katakuri the monster anymore.
he's Katakuri the man.
Yes.
So he's abandoned this persona that was made to protect his family
Yes.
from his own rage
Yeah.
and the burden of power that he
Yeah.
has. Is this arc? Do you think this arc is about the burden of power? In some
Perhaps.
small ways, because you see Big Mom.
I think it comes down to the burden of family. The burden, the load that the elder brother carries in the family.
I think
The load that the pillar carries of the family.
I think there's a sub theme here about the
What it is to be brother and sister. And,
No.
and family members. Even though your mother and father are fucked.
burden of strength.
Mm.
Because we see it with EGG. They're strong, but no emotions.
Yeah.
We see it with Big Mom. So strong, no one will tell her that she's wrong.
Yes.
No one will disagree with her.
Mm-hmm.
We see it with Katakuri. So strong that he endangers his family by his strength as a
Yes.
kid. Right? So he covers up that weak point in his character.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a thing about the burden of the strong.
Alright.
That you could be strong, you could be powerful,
But
but it's not all about that.
yeah, and it affects
And it
the
affects people around you.
Okay.
There's
Interesting.
a
to
little
think
bit of
about.
thing. I think that's in this arc
Yeah.
through Katakuri and Big
The
Mom.
flashbacks are good insight into Katakuri and Brulee's relationship and the other family members.
Just seeing Katakuri smile and blush is like puts him on.
It gives him a lot of character.
It takes him
Oh, man.
away from the edgelord status
Yeah.
and moves him
Into a real character.
to a real character and a great character.
Yeah.
Greatest one of the best written characters in the One Piece history.
Okay.
Katakuri. Charlotte Katakuri, what a character.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into it later. Alright, so we get that flashback. Very good flashback. And then, Big Mom arrives. Life
Or death.
or death.
She
There is no option.
She's basically saying you die or you die.
Well, I think it's like,
Give me all your life,
Or I'll murder you.
or I'll just cut you up into tiny pieces.
so,
She's had enough, Christian.
there's a lot of questions about Jinbei.
Yes.
How did they get out of this one?
Swim underneath the ocean.
But
Straw Hats are done.
surely
They're gone. They're out of sight.
This is sole pocus.
Yes. Jinbei doesn't. Jinbei doesn't
I
fear.
know about Jinbei, Aladdin, the Germa.
Judge fears.
Judge fears death.
Yes.
It's
Reiju's accepted death multiple times.
Reiju's already accepted
Ichi,
death.
Niji, Yonji do not care about death.
So that's why I'm saying possible Judge death
Judge death off camera.
and Fishman Pirate Goon's death.
Sure. But
That's what
Wadatsumi
I'm
is too
thinking.
dumb to fear death.
I think he fears. I think Wadatsumi might be on.
Yeah, could be right.
He might be, but that's the thing. It's the sole pocus move.
Fishman pirates have other alternatives to get away. The German don't really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how the Germans.
But we see with the Jinbei,
Maybe they
life
pull
or
out their
death.
neck.
Even if you escape, life or death, she's still gonna fuck you up.
What if
They pull out the.
they pull out the mech and escape with it,
Yeah, we're not gonna see it.
and
so
the mecha rides with Jinbei and Wano?
anything can happen because we're not there.
That's true.
Akiji could turn up and freeze the entire ocean.
That's also
that's
true.
what could happen, but we will never see it.
So people who I think are gonna die from this, Judge maybe, because we've already explained why he's
Yep.
an irredeemable character and he's not supposed to be redeemed.
Yeah.
We have Fishman Goons, and that's probably about it.
Question. I'm talking limb losses. I'm talking major wounds. Are we gonna get a Jinbei nerf? He's very overpowered for the crew.
Here's the thing: Oda doesn't like to repeat
Yes.
character things.
Right.
So like, Inarashi Nekomamushi just lost limbs.
Yeah.
Is Jinbei the one who gets the eye patch?
Perhaps he's already got a scar on his eye.
Exactly. So I don't know if Jinbei loses anything. To be honest, maybe an arm.
I mean, he'll turn up in Wano. It's not a big surprise that he's not gonna die.
I think Jinbei's safe.
Yeah.
to
I
be
don't think
honest.
anyone thinks Jinbei is gonna kick the
But
bucket.
there are a few people out there. I think Jinbei's.
I think he'll be that character
Gonna
that's
die.
just like, I'm willing to die for Luffy, but never actually dies until the end.
Maybe in the final war.
Yeah.
So, no, that's that part. And then guess what? Chapter's not over.
Yeah.
How long is this chapter?
Real long, like 21 pages or something.
All right, Sanji cooking for the crew.
Yes.
Sanji's back on the crew. He's back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "What happened here? Luffy cooked. That's what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible idea for Luffy to cook.
Yes.
Nami, you shouldn't have been stingy.
Mm-hmm.
Just cooked yourself. You got Luffy's terrible cooking.
Now, I was bringing up continuity issues, because Luffy would use all the stock, but refill on Chocolate Town.
Facts.
So we're good.
Facts. So Sanji cooking up
Yes.
his famous dish.
The
We go back
seafood
to
rice.
go back to the Biratier.
Yeah.
Get to see Zeph cooking. Got some rowdy pirates in the kitchen.
Just goon pirates.
Random goons.
Want to feed.
Apparently,
Yeah.
trivia
Yeah.
from Wanted.
Right. Okay.
A little bit of trivia. So, yeah, final page. Father and son
Mm-hmm.
delivering meals to those who want to eat.
For those who are hungry.
For those
If
who
you're
want to
if you're hungry, we will feed you.
That's right.
The talking comes later.
That's what Sanji's character's about. That's what he's about.
That's what the entire arc's about.
That's what the arc's about.
That's what him cooking the cake was for.
Whole Cake Island has ended.
Yes.
What a fantastic final chapter. We didn't get a somber ending.
Yes.
Bittersweet ending.
Yes.
Just like this arc.
Okay.
Fantastic chapter.
Christian, talk to me about your rating of this chapter. Talk to me about predictions. Now, predictions might go off the chain.
Because it's
Because it's the magical point, ladies and gentlemen, of
Post-arc time.
Post-arc. Huge material will be dropped.
anything can be dropped.
Anything can happen. We can
anything
see.
can
We
happen.
can see the God King turn up.
See what's going on with the Admirals.
We can see anything.
Anything is possible.
Anything
in
can happen in post-arc. Christian, about 3 chapters is fair for post-arc.
Yeah,
Maybe 2-3 chapters.
we might get a little bit extra because this is a massive event.
Sure. We'll get newspapers for sure.
Newspapers, a whole chapter about that.
Yeah.
Ending with Blackbeard.
Would-
Mugiwara is in the new world.
This post-arc must set up what we're doing after Wano.
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
Albath,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we get a little
We
bit
predict Albath is next after Wano, but Doesn't have to involve Big Mom.
Does it?
I don't-
I think it does.
I don't like the idea of going Big Mom, Kaido, Big Mom. Give me another Yonko, and then we can go back to Big Mom.
But then we got Shanks. And
Give
you
me a
wanna go
short
back to Big
Shanks
Mom?
arc, you know? Give me 20 chapters of Shanks training, a little bit of here and there, you know? And then we can go into Big Mom.
Do we get to see Odin? The
In
king
Elbaf,
of
sure.
the Giants. This post arc.
I had.
What's going on in Elbaf?
We see shadows.
What he reads
see-
newspaper. Straw Hat has done
We-
damage to our mortal enemy, Big Mom.
I think we see a plot brewing in Elbaf
Yes.
with a lot of shadows. That's what I think we're
We
going to
see
see.
nothing.
Lots of silhouettes and a lot of plot brewing. Someone's trying to overthrow the kingdom. Someone's maybe landing on
Bit of Loki nonsense.
maybe a supernova involved here and there. What's he doing? What's they doing? Who are they going after as apart from the emperors? Yes?
Does Enemy turn up?
No, Henry will not turn up. Christian, give me the rating for this chapter.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Fantastic chapter.
Now, why don't you give... Why are we getting the whole 10?
We're not getting the whole 10 because I feel like some of the art wasn't that good.
Right.
This chapter, I mean, there's a lot of pages. That's probably why. You know what I mean?
After 900's art.
Yeah. So you got
I'd probably go
you got like
9,
you
10.
got so many pages. You got a color spread.
I like the chapter just because it humanizes the Big Mom Pirates a little bit.
It's fantastic for the story. There's no
It
doubt.
wraps up a few plot points here and there. We understand that the Gem are retreating, which gives us the answer to where they're going.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Big Mom's here.
We know we predicted this last week. There'll be literally 3 panels of the Gem and what they're doing, and
Yeah.
we got 3 chapters of what the Gem is
3
doing.
panels here.
Um,
So 9 out of 10 chapter.
Fine, Christian, we're on Golden Week, which is absolutely brutal. We really want to see post arc. Christian, post arc always exciting.
Very exciting.
We're gonna start from the start of One Piece with an arc review
Yes.
or recap.
East Blue. We're gonna go start to Syrup Village.
Yeah. And perhaps, you know, a little bit of trivia here and there.
Trivia.
Maybe a bit of this comes back later. All that good stuff. to look
All
forward
those
to.
sorts of lies that have come true.
Cushion,
that are-
Cushion, might read the arc this time.
What was with the arc? I've read it,
Just skims through it.
but I've read it before.
Yeah. And then I come up with the cacophony of notes. But, Cushion, is it time for topic of the show or is it time for something else? What do you want to give
It's
it to?
time for How Strong is Shaggy.
Cushion, how strong is Shanks?
Every week,
Every week, ladies and gentlemen.
we come to you with the question,
Yes.
how strong is Shanks? And every week,
Yes.
we answer the question. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Alright?
Yes.
That's the answer to the question. But there are some people out there
The blasphemers.
who think Kaido is the strongest.
No.
Who think Dragon is the strongest.
Cushion Shanks is the strongest.
We all know Shanks is the strongest. And every week, I come to you with evidence. Irrefutable, 100% factual evidence.
Yes.
And this week I come to you with more evidence.
Yes.
If Shanks was at the Battle of Cacao Island, he would walk onto the water and proceed to use his God King Haki,
Yes.
knocking out all the Big Mom pirates. And only the Big Mom pirates. Meaning he has pinpoint accuracy with his King's Haki. Shanks is the God King, ladies and gentlemen. That's including Big Mom. Good night. Shanks is the God King.
Praise be to the God King Shanks. Christian, people have been waiting for your rebuttal to the cancer.
Topic of the show.
Christian, this is going to be mostly dominated by you and your
In defense
spicy thoughts.
of Whole Cake Island.
Yes. Christian, we always try and curb the popular opinion, as it were, on the...
Well, the opinion being spread by YouTubers at this point,
Yes.
as we're told.
Not all YouTubers, but some.
There are good people out there spreading
Yes.
the good word.
Spreading the good word. Christian,
And there are people out there who aren't.
spread the good word.
Alright.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're saying you can have your own opinion. Don't just
I'm not saying
just
you
don't
can't have your own
yeah,
opinion.
just don't go dot point by dot point saying the dot points that everyone
Regurgitating
has,
everyone's dot points.
and not actually giving reasons
not
as to
saying
why you have
reasons.
problems with these dot points. Christian, start.
To begin with,
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to call it Whole Cake Island best arc in New World / post time skip.
Okay.
I think that's fair to say.
Would you be willing to give me a overall scheme where Whole Cake fits, or do you need more time?
I need more time.
Yes.
That's too big of an ask right now.
Okay.
Because we got
Now, people love Zoe.
people do love Zoe, but Zoe is just an information dump. Well, yeah, the Mink are cool.
Okay.
Sanji's apparently dead for 6 chapters.
Yeah.
You know, is it a real arc? Not really. It's
What
a,
are-
it's
you know-
weird flashback format that's hit or miss with people.
What are the themes? What's the message?
Jack's kind of a character.
Yeah. What are the themes? What are the messages?
I get it.
Think
All right,
of
it's a small arc. It's a simple arc. It's good. Whole Cake Island's better.
Okay.
Now, this is a 78 chapter arc.
It's not the longest, not the shortest.
Second longest arc, unless you count Ennis Lobby and Water 7 as one arc,
Okay.
which we don't.
Yes.
So it is the second longest arc in One Piece history
Shorter than Dressrosa. Significantly shorter.
by 22 chapters.
That's half a year.
That's crazy. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about it. At this point in Whole Cake Island,
It'd
We
be
would
like
be-
it would be like if we go in for round 3 against Big
we
Mom.
wouldn't even have started the fight with Doflamingo yet.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. First part, no one has problems with.
Okay.
Alright, maybe a little bit of Seducing Woods.
Seducing Woods.
Okay. One chapter, too much with Seducing Woods. A little bit of a knock, but who cares?
Okay.
That's not important.
Yep.
People have massive problems with part 2
Okay.
of Whole Cake Island, which is considered to be after the chateau falls and the Straw Hats escaping.
Yeah.
Alright. If this part didn't happen,
Yeah.
let me remind you what you would have missed out on.
Okay.
Alright? The greatest character of the New World, Charlotte Katakuri. You would have got fuck all.
Yeah.
Alright? Do you want to miss out on that character?
No.
That's what I have to ask you.
Christian, everyone loves Katakuri and no one has an issue with him.
Katakuri is the greatest new character post time skip.
Yes.
Alright? I'm ready to call it.
Katakuri probably edges out this is the greatest arc post time skip. Just solely on Katakuri's back.
Alone.
Yeah.
The arc. The arc with Katakuri, his character growth, his characterization,
Yes.
his design, his powers, the way he fights, everything. Great character.
Yes.
Katakuri, you would have missed out on him if if they just escaped after the cake fell.
Okay.
You would have got a little bit of a taste, and you would have been thinking,
Yep.
what's this guy about?
Okay.
You wouldn't not known till fucking Elbaf.
Yep.
Alright. Big Mum's actual physical strength.
Yes.
You would have got nothing.
Mhm.
After the Whole Cake Island falls, she just spams Elbaf spears.
Yeah.
Massive attacks, doing crazy stuff with Prometheus and Zeus, traveling, throwing spears, doing all the crazy
Walking
stuff.
through the earth.
You would have got nothing of that.
Yeah.
If they left, people would have been saying how strong is Big Mom. You would have got nothing. Do you want to leave Whole Cake Island and miss out on that? I don't think you do.
Mhm.
Nami's moment with Zeus. Controversial.
Yes.
I know it's controversial.
And where is Zeus, ladies and gentlemen?
Where is
Still
Zeus?
no counter on Zeus.
But Nami gets her moment.
Yep.
You can't deny that Nami gets a cool moment in Whole Cake Island.
Okay.
Alright? She gets a bigger moment in Whole Cake Island than Robin ever got in Dressrosa.
Yep.
Factual.
Okay.
What did Robin do? Protect Rebecca.
Didn't even use arm and haki.
See, people want to say the Straw Hats in Whole Cake Island didn't get the love the Straw Hats and Dressrosa got.
Who
False.
says that?
I've heard it.
That's ridiculous.
I've heard it on forums. I've heard it in videos.
Brooke alone just
Brooke-
beats that.
A Brook alone, Nami fighting with Luffy. What are you talking about? All right, Sanji didn't get a fight. So what? He made the cake. He's the cook. That's what he's about.
Okay.
He gets to shine as a
He
cook.
got tidbits here and there.
This is the first time Sanji shows his cooking skills.
And there's a few combat feats if you want to look hard enough. You can find them.
Yeah, but there was no Zoro. Where's the fight with the?
Did Zoro have a fight in Dressrosa?
Yes.
What was that a fight?
Yes, it was. It was extended.
It was a hype piece that went for way too long.
All right. Did Chopper do anything? No.
Sorta. He orchestrated the mirror world. Not as much as Brook.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's exceptions. There's, I think the Straw Hats in Whole Cake Island group got more love than Dressrosa.
They showed their technical skill in combat.
Big Mom on the ship alone shows the Straw Hats are not. None of the Straw Hats are.
They
weak.
showed their technical skill in combat for the first time in post arc. Working together.
Robert did nothing
Yes.
in Dressrosa. Usopp got his moment. Mm-hmm. Was it as big as Brooks' moment?
I think it was pretty good.
It was big, but was it as big as Brooks' moment?
He did unlock
Observation
Observation
Haki.
Haki.
But the Soul King,
And there was a little bit of character growth in there.
the Soul King,
Very good.
getting the road poneglyph, the thing we need
Massive.
to become the Pirate King.
Yes.
I think that's more important. Nami gets her thing with Zeus. Pedro's sacrifice and the emotional weight that has in the story.
Okay.
Pedro is dead. I do not want to hear.
I don't think
I do not want to hear anymore that the story has no stakes. Pedro is dead.
people give two fucks about Pedro, like legitimately, because they're like, "Where's the blood? Where's the murder? I want to see people die." Pedro died.
I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. A character, a allied character is dead. Pound is dead.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen,
We have stakes.
who do you want to die? One of the Straw Hats? Do you want Sanji to die?
We have stakes.
Yes.
I'm not accepting we don't have stakes.
Okay.
We have stakes. Characters died.
People want Jinbei. People are calling for Jinbei's death to put stakes in this story.
If we left after the cake fell,
Yeah.
no stakes.
I feel like if you expect someone to die, and then they die, does that mean anything? If you're calling for someone's death and then they die, do you feel that emotional resonance?
But people denied Pedro's death. They still deny it.
I don't understand this rejection of death in One Piece.
Because of Pal. That's it. And
Oda,
don't play.
Oda hasn't done it in the time skip.
People have died in the time skip. Monet's dead.
Oda has killed people in the time skip in the New World. How many years does this man have to carry his sins?
Pal was 15 years ago.
How many years does this man have to carry his sins, Christian?
Right? Pal was... I don't know how long. People want to bring up Pal. Pal's not even a main character.
We'll be in Wano. We'll be getting the One Piece, and people will still be questioning Pedro's death.
Pedro is dead. I don't want to hear about how there's no stakes in the story.
Okay.
He's dead.
Yep.
We wouldn't have got that if they left.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got that emotional stakes for the story.
Okay.
Characters actually dying. Big Mom showing that her children are strong.
Yep.
That kind of thing. Right. Sanji shows his cooking skills. He could smell the ingredients of the cake. Cooking feats.
Are you willing to call Sanji is the best chef in the entire One Piece verse?
He has to be.
This is crazy.
Big Mom has...
do you think there's a newcomer chef that's the master?
Surely Big Mom has tasted everything around the world.
Surely.
And this cake is mind-blowing. Sanji's the best chef in the world. The Pirate King chef is the best chef in the world. Mm-hmm. That's very important.
Go on.
So, Sanji getting his cooking feats.
Mm-hmm.
First time we get to see Sanji cooking.
Okay.
In an important way.
Yeah.
And of course, because he's the cook of the ship. We would have got nothing with an arc about Sanji and about him cooking. Mm-hmm. What would the point of Sanji's flashback have been if we didn't stay? Nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got that. Jinbei shows his role on the crew as helmsman.
Yeah.
If we left after the cake fell, none of that.
Okay.
None of those feats. None of those showing how Jinbei fits in the crew.
Yeah.
Why Jinbei's important. That kind of stuff. More stuff. The Katakuri fight, best fight in the world.
Sure.
Katakuri versus Luffy. If we left after the cake, none of that. Fantastic fight.
Mm-hmm.
Not the greatest fight in One Piece. Very good fight though. More insight how Haki works and how Future Side works.
Yes.
World building for the story. We needed to know
System
for
building.
sure
Yes.
how Observation Haki works, and we got that information. Carrot going Sulong form. We find out what Sulong form is, what the thing in Zo was.
Yeah.
We find out what that was.
Okay.
Important for the story, important for Wano, so we don't have to explain it to Wano.
Yeah.
Very cool moment, cool chapter. Everyone excited for that chapter. We got Big Mom on the Sunny, showing that the crew is no one of the crew's weak. Brook does something, Nami does something, Chopper does
Controversial
something.
moment.
Controversial for Big Mom,
Yeah.
but very positive for the Straw Hat crew,
Yes.
showing how fast Brook is.
You get to see Big Mom in maybe, like you get to imagine Big Mom in a full form, with the hair on fire, with Prometheus, with Zeus. You
Right.
get to see the crew actually doing something, which is nice.
Sanji's cake is so good
Yeah.
that he turns Capone's heart to his side.
Yeah.
Right? The assassin that wanted to eliminate Big Mom is now willing to not poison his cake because how good it tastes.
Yeah.
Very important for Sanji's character.
You wouldn't have gotten any development for Capone at all.
We were in zero development for Capone, zero development for Chiffon.
Yeah.
Right? No oven stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone loves oven. Right? The Katakuri flashback, Jinbei's resolve, Pudding being resolved, 16 important hype things you wouldn't have gotten if we left after the cake.
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind you what we got in this time span.
Okay.
We got some really cool stuff.
Snake Man.
Snake Man, Luffy being victorious over a strong enemy. Heaps of stuff. We got so much stuff. It's not like the birdcage situation where we got fuck all.
Yeah.
Oh, Luffy's running up a hill.
Oh, they're
Oh.
trying to block the birdcage with their swords.
Every time something happened, it was for a reason.
Yeah.
It was to show someone's feats, show someone's power, show something off that's important to the crew or to the story.
Yes.
Nothing was. I don't think any moment was wasted.
Sure. And Christian, I just want to, explain to the people the mechanical situations. I'm a very mechanical man.
Yeah.
I like to talk about how stories and manga are put together in terms of art and drawing. Christian, from my point of view and from my opinion, now am I comparing myself to Oda? Absolutely not. No, not even close. Nowhere near the level of the great man.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I can see, with my eye, you could maybe shave a chapter or two off this arc. Now, what I'm talking about is not whole chapters. We're talking about one panel here, one panel there, and mounting into...
There was a little bit of too much
entire.
Perispero panicking.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too much of that. Maybe a little too
You
much
take a
of
panel
Wedding
here,
Cake.
take a panel there. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not understand how difficult it is to fit everything you need to fit into a chapter and into a story on
So it makes sense.
a piece of paper.
So it
You
makes
gotta
sense.
you gotta consider scale, drawing. What do I want to show? What do I don't want to show?
These same people are complaining that parts of the Katakuri fight were skipped.
Now, Christian, I just want to point something out to the people. They say Oda fucked this up. He made mistakes. He wasn't planning what he was doing.
He was.
As a
Fucking no way.
fellow artist, you and I can both
Retarded.
comment on this
People who say that have never written anything in the goddamn
or
life.
done any creative endeavors. Christian,
It's all planned.
everything
Most of it's planned.
everything we do is developed, planned, and executed in the almost exact way we design it.
No,
Christian,
for design, no. Alright? Because things change. You get new
things change
information.
and evolve, but everything is done for a reason. Nothing is
start-
done by accident.
Yeah, everything's done for a reason.
Yes.
Oda would have gotten to a certain point. He would have thought, let's put this here, let's put this there.
Yeah. Things
Not
change
everything-
and develop,
Not everything's set in stone, but the man knows
and the
where the
man,
plot points are, what the payoff's supposed to be, how to do
the
it.
designs, the pacing, everything. Christian, the man is a 20-year master.
I don't want to hear.
I refuse to accept that he makes mistakes.
Alright, you could from the critical eye, you could say that this didn't pay off, or this wasn't as good as it could have been.
And also, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a saga. You remember that we're in a saga, and remember
We'll
that
get to
we're
that,
in
we'll
a
get to that.
20-year story.
All right, let's get
30
to
years
another.
when it's
Let's get
done.
to some other common complaints.
Yeah.
There were a lot of fake outs.
Yes.
How many fake outs were there, Eric?
Do you want me to guess?
Yeah.
5, 6,
Two.
2.
Two fake outs.
Give me-
two real fake outs.
Give me the fake outs.
Fake out one, the wave.
Yeah.
Oh no, Luffy, this is the end.
Creatively,
look,
creatively solved.
But nonetheless, Nami being like, we're done for. This is the end.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And chapter 900, Sunny was safe. That was a fake out.
Yeah.
Two fake outs. How many non-fake outs were there?
What do you mean by non-fake outs?
People thought that they were going to be fake outs, but weren't fake outs.
6.
Three.
3.
We got Pedro is dead.
Yes.
Not a fake out.
Okay.
Pound is dead. Not a fake out. Luffy was stabbed by the spear. Not a fake out.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, there were more non-fake outs than real fake outs.
Yeah.
So I don't understand this complaint.
I believe the
I was
complaint.
like,
There's. This is the thing that I was talking about mechanically. There's a chunk where the Straw Hats are traveling to Chocolate Town.
It's just people have this preconceived notion in their mind that, oh, Pedro's not dead. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
He's dead.
What I was gonna say is there's a chunk of chapters, maybe 5 or 6, where the Straw Hats are traveling to Chocolate Town, and Sanji's making the cake.
I don't get it.
And this is the thing you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen. In this medium, characters have to physically move in a manner in which it makes sense. You can't just teleport people around.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you start to break realism. You start to break the narrative down into just an absolute mess. People don't know where characters are, and they don't believe when they turn up, and it gets messy. You're always gonna move characters around. I was predicting on this show when we were in the depths of this arc. I was predicting next chapter, travel chapter rather. We'll see characters
Yeah,
move.
we were predicting.
And
that
I was
kind of stuff.
I was pretty much right every time on that. We got a little bit of Katakuri, and we got a little bit of people moving around. The mirror world, people say Brule, is a plot device for the mirror world to exist.
Not this chapter.
The mirror world is a salvation and a genius move from Oda to save time.
It saves so much time.
Otherwise, you'll have another 6 chapters of people moving around.
It's because the scope, like the physical space of this arc is so massive.
Yeah. To give that feeling of an Emperor's territory.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So, no, another common complaint. What was the point of making the cake? The cake was meaningless. The cake was pointless. Flat out incorrect.
Yes.
If Sanji did not arrive with the cake at that certain moment when Big Mom was about to slice the ship in half, Straw Hat's dead.
Yes.
Now, people are going to say it could have just been any cake. Incorrect. Big Mom specifically says, what a delightful smell. That must be the cake.
Yes.
Sanji is not even inside.
Yes.
Just inside. Big Mom wouldn't have noticed the ship if it wasn't for the smell of the delightful cake.
The scent.
The scent of that deliciousness.
Yeah.
So, flat out wrong. A normal cake would not have worked. If Big Mom was at the final battle at Chocolate Town, there is zero chance of the Straw Hats escaping.
Bloodbath.
Bloodbath.
Yes.
So, the cake taking Big Mom out of the picture for a couple hours allowed the Straw Hats to escape.
Yes.
If Big Mom chased the Straw Hats forever, eventually they would have just died.
Yeah.
As we saw before the cake arrived.
Yes.
They got her off the ship. They can do a little bit of pushing her around. She still takes no damage.
But eventually she will break.
Because she's just gonna
And
slice
she
the
did.
ship and
She
destroy the
did
ship.
slap the ship up quite a bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
incorrect. The cake very important for the Straw Hat's survival.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear it. Why didn't Sanji poison the cake? I'm not even going to entertain this.
Ridiculous. It's not in
'Cause it
Sanji's
is
character.
So fucking stupid.
Yes.
It's not in Sanji's character, and do you really want an emperor to go down to poison? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
An Emperor of the Sea going down by poison. How is that better than what we got?
Ridiculous.
Stupid. Get it out of your mind. It's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Stop. Alright? Let's continue with the cancer. Derma was left to die. What was the point of saving him at the wedding? There is a massive difference between someone being slaughtered and someone choosing to help someone survive.
Christian, this is a story about freedom.
I can't believe people don't get it.
This is a story about freedom and choice, Christian. You think people would understand what the difference is?
You know? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
They chose to repay the Straw Hats' debt.
Yeah.
So if Germa weren't there at the final war, guess who's dying? Luffy and Sanji.
Mm-hmm.
That was the point. So the Straw Hats could escape. Right? There's the point. Right? Judge was never meant to be a redeemable character. Alright? No point of him saving. Sanji is his real father. No, Zeph is Sanji's real father.
Yes.
Alright? So, even if they do die, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Because Judge was never meant to be redeemed. As we saw 3 chapters ago.
Yep.
Alright? We came to save one member and lost another.
Ridiculous.
So stupid, it boggles my mind.
Go on.
There's a massive difference between someone leaving the crew because they're forced to, because, coercion, they don't actually want to go. Luffy wants to hear it from their mouth. As we talked about last chapter, Jinbei leaves to protect his crew, and he truly wants to do it. It's his own free will. There's a difference. You can't just break an important character moment down into black and white numbers.
Yeah.
We got one, we lost one. You can't break it down to numbers. Because that's not what it's not what stories are about.
Yeah.
It's about the situations, it's about the context. You can't just strip away context and make a point because it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Things not paying off. Why is this even a point? Part 2 of Big Mom's story is coming. It's all but confirmed.
Yeah.
Do you judge The Force Awakens for not resolving all its plot points in one movie? When you know there are 2 more movies in the trilogy.
Right.
Do you judge it for that?
Interesting.
You don't. You don't. Because you know more is coming.
Yeah.
You know those plot points are for the next movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the next movie disappoints you and gives you bullshit answers, then you can complain.
What if the next movie gives you Cassandra Planet and a shitty
We're
character?
not here to review the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Because we'll be here for even longer. Alright, and those are my points of defending Whole Cake Gaunt. All those cancer responses are not thought out.
Just a quick thing. I want your opinion on Smoothie.
Smoothie. Part 2.
I want your opinion on. Do you think the cake and its effect were underwhelming? Not necessarily the cake did nothing, but do you think the way
right now, if you're impatient, yes.
Yes. Do you think that people were expecting Big Mom to be taken out for a longer period of time?
See things, Eric. I have a memory,
Yes.
and I remember 2 months ago people saying if Big Mom gets knocked out by a cake, this is trash.
Yeah.
She didn't get knocked out by the cake. Sanji is trash. This arc is trash. I don't know what people want.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want.
Interesting.
I heard it all the time. If this cake does not if this cake knocks out Big Mom, Big Mom's trash. The Emperors are trash. This series is trash.
Yeah.
That's all I heard for 2 months. And now it actually happened and Big Mom wasn't knocked out. Now there's no point to this arc and Sanji's trash.
Okay.
What do you want?
Christian.
You don't see, people don't think out their opinions. It's all just based off emotion and memes.
Yeah. And what the community is guiding you to think. Christian,
Think for yourself.
I want to throw a few things out there. People are already turning tides on Dressrosa, saying Dressrosa, in retrospect,
Oh my
was actually
God.
pretty good. You know,
No.
all this kind of things. Whole Cake Island, 5 years removed.
But Eric, people forget the clear plot devices in Dressrosa
Yes,
to extend the story.
this
The people forget Sugar getting back up and having those nutcracker soldiers. Do you remember that ending of that chapter?
Christian.
Where these nutcrackers come from?
I remember Dressrosa. We were in the trenches. My point
How
is,
do people forget this?
my point is,
It's ridiculous.
I think time will be very, very, very kind.
Very kind to
to Whole Cake Island. They'll remember Katakuri. They'll remember Oven.
I gotta
They'll
get-
remember all these characters. I think Katakuri has hit the echelon of all-time greats.
Yes, he's
He
one of the
will be-
all-time greats.
He'll be a Rob Lucci. He'll be a Crocodile. Be a Doflamingo.
People love Katakuri.
Yes.
All right.
And
This arc will age very well.
I think this is the issue with this arc,
Especially
And
with part
I know some people out there want to say this is a cop-out excuse.
What's that?
Impatience via the audience. You're
I think-
you're promised the grass is green on the other side, and
I
you're
think
constantly
the pro-
chasing the tail.
To be honest, I think the promise of Wano, huge mistake by Oda and his crew.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Huge mistake,
before we
mate.
get into Wano, I just want to say a few things. Temper your expectations. Not everything you imagine will happen.
Stop believing in your head canon so much that when it doesn't happen, you can't accept it and you think it's automatically bad.
Yes.
Because that's a unhealthy way to read a story week to week.
Yes.
Because you just burn yourself out and you're not going to enjoy the story. Because you're thinking differently than Oda. Oda's writing the story. You're not writing the story.
Now, Christian, you'd be bubbling on this for perhaps 3 months.
I just want to get this message out there that stop having an emotional reaction. Go back, look at the evidence, see what actually happened, and take out those stupid thoughts you had about theories that were never going to happen.
And I want you to think about the mechanical logistics of drawing and writing this thing
See,
as well.
I make stupid theories all the time.
Yeah.
You know, could the Marines turn up?
Yeah.
But when they don't turn up, I don't get mad because I know that's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fit. But I'll argue that it could fit.
You make up stupid theories like Katakuri's gonna leave Big Mom's crew.
Katakuri's gonna leave Big Mom's crew.
Yeah.
But I don't get mad when things don't happen.
Okay.
I think the disrespect
Just-
for Oda is too much.
I want to wrap this up quickly.
Okay.
Christian, we know how you feel about Whole Cake Island.
It's fantastic.
Give me 3 minutes on Whole Cake Island Part 2 and what you expect. Where is it? When is it?
When,
And
where,
how will it
yeah.
finish?
Alright. Where? Alba.
Yes.
When? After Wano.
Okay.
How it finishes? Big Mom's in LA.
How does it start?
How does it start? No fucking idea.
Yeah.
I can't call that yet because I got no idea.
Yeah.
I imagine Big Mom might want to dominate Albath to get some respect back in the world. Maybe
Is that a One Piece thing to do?
I don't
Not
know.
really.
It's an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's a
Christian,
possibility.
Fishman Island Battleground is also a likely theory.
But we know Luffy doesn't go backwards.
Yes.
That's
He
my one
says
problem
he
with
will
that.
go backwards a lot of times, but he never has.
He never really does. He'll go back to Fishman Island when Mary Jo all that stuff happens.
Okay, and you said Big Mom LA, controversial.
Controversial.
Explain
but
yourself
I think it's
for a minute.
We know. All right, unresolved plot points with Big Mom.
Yeah.
Sanji made the cake. Big Mom doesn't know this.
Okay.
Big Mom's flashback and that she ate Mother Caramel. She doesn't know this.
Yep.
Possible character change. Sanji made the cake. We have Straw Hat allies within the Big Mom pirates.
Yes.
We got someone as influential as Katakuri
Yeah.
on Luffy's side.
Yeah.
Possibly Brule. Possibility.
Yeah.
He could convince others that Luffy's a great guy.
Yeah.
So when they meet again, there could be a battle. Luffy somehow defeats Big Mom. Maybe that triggers her memories of what happened. She realizes her sins, and she's willing to forgive the Straw Hats.
Well, we know that she's never been on Elbaf before, after she was left.
After she got kicked off, yeah.
So I imagine the narrative in Elbaf is Big Mum ate Mother Caramel because they know that's the report that they got. So she
and
will
she's not
find
going to
that out.
believe it. She's not going to believe it.
Yes, and she'll find
She's
that
going
out.
to be like, the Giants are spreading lies about me, all that kind of stuff.
Interesting. I want to see the point in where that is signposted that Big Mom will arrive on Elbaf. It's almost there. We need as little as one panel to confirm it.
Yeah.
Now, Christian, shall we move on? Anything else?
No, I think Hawkeye Gone is a fantastic arc. Best arc, post-time skip. It's a controversial arc because of the reasons I've stated. You gotta think about this arc differently. Because this arc is set up as a tragedy.
Yeah.
A tragedy style arc. Straw
Similar
Hats barely won.
to Water 7.
I would
That
say similar to
that
Shibani.
ended. Water 7 ended poorly for the Straw Hats.
Not really, they won.
Not really, because they lost Robin and
Oh, what? Yeah, I thought you meant... Yeah, okay.
not Ennis Lobby, Water 7.
It gets resolved, though. I think this reminds me the most of Shibani.
Yes.
Massive disaster. The Straw Hats kind of survived the event, but at what cost?
Okay.
Yeah, people have died. Things have happened. They left people behind.
Yep.
It's a tragedy. They barely won.
Christian,
And that's a good thing. Because this is an Emperor's territory.
we understand the stakes and the power, and we understand the reality of the world.
People were asking for this. And now that we got it, people don't want it. I don't understand it. They want it in the sense of fights.
Yes.
I'm convinced. That's all they want. They just want to see fights. And we'll get them in one.
I think if Sanji got a fight, the narrative would be different.
Yeah. But that's...
But people
We've already
people would spin that into an L anyway.
We've already talked about
Christian.
how Sanji getting a fight this arc doesn't make sense.
Shall we move on to the power scale?
Yes.
Christian, every week we get do the power scale. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
What? Who's going first?
I think it's me.
You. Who are you gonna pick? Who you gonna give us this week?
Do we
Go on.
have Miss Doublefinger
Miss Doublefinger. I believe not.
on the power scale?
Christian, why have you pulled out Miss Doublefinger for us this week?
One of the rare Nami fights.
Yes.
The right-hand man to Mr. One.
Okay.
She's got lots of moves.
Yep.
She has a spike fruit. She's got a cool design.
Mm-hmm. I'd imagine this wouldn't be too difficult to do in my mind, but
What do you think?
I'm gonna say low. She fits.
Low.
She fits nicely.
In the low.
Buggy, Kuro, Arlong. I don't see it being Arlong.
I do see her being out.
Oh, here we go. Give us the details.
Alright. The spike, no me.
Yep.
She can power herself up.
Mm-hmm.
She can inject the spikes into her arm, do powerful strings that can blow up buildings.
Yep.
Kind of equal to Arlong's strength.
Yep.
She has spikes that, you gotta hit her, you get spiked. She's got... she's got a whole range of abilities.
Okay.
She's a trained member of the Baroque Squad. She's pretty high up.
Okay.
She's the right hand to Mr. One.
Yep.
Pretty strong.
Okay.
Nami beats her with a massive gust thing that knocks her halfway across Alabasta
Okay.
to a sizable amount of buildings.
Yep.
Where Arlong got defeated by going straight down, straight down into a...
But Christian, high quality enough to compete with the likes of Mr. One, Fukaboshi, Paulie, and Duval.
I think she competes with Duval.
Okay.
Because it's very interesting.
Give me the physical feats, Christian.
I told you.
Blowing up buildings.
She can blow up buildings. She can smash buildings with her empowered fist.
Okay.
Very defensively sound.
Yep.
Because she's spiky all over. You can't hit her. Otherwise, you take
It's
damage.
a weird fight for Nami in that bag of tricks.
Yeah.
She kind of is confused as to what the fuck is happening with Nami.
Yeah.
Kind of taunting Nami as well.
Yeah.
And then
Don't take it seriously.
yeah, and then she gets outplayed by some weird Usopp bullshit. Which is, you know, interesting to see Nami do outsmart in a way, but Nami doesn't really know what she's doing either.
I think she could destroy Kuro.
Yeah.
I think she would beat Arlong
Buggy's a wash.
effectively. Buggy's a wash.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Miss Doublefinger low.
Okay.
I'll put her at the lowest end of that.
I don't
low
have
power scale.
qualms with low. It's you know,
People forget this fight.
Yeah. It's a girl.
I think she's aggressive.
It might be one of the great rare Nami fights. You know?
It's a pretty good fight, and it's got Nami in
It shows Nami's like skills.
ingenuity.
Yeah.
Right?
She's learning while she's fighting.
She's fast.
She
it's
can,
noted that she's fast.
She can cop a little bit of pain as well.
Gets
Nami.
stabbed like once.
Yeah, she feels the pain, but she pushes through. Shows a little bit of resilience. Christian, interesting character for me. I think this is gonna fill the rare low high tier. We'll see what you think.
It's not that rare these days, though.
Magellan.
Controversial.
Now,
Very controversial.
I throw Magellan out there, Christian. Low high might be the hardest to place on this list.
I think you're underselling our man.
Oh, am I underselling the man?
I think you're underselling our man, Magellan.
The reason why I throw this out there, how does he stack up to New World Speed and Haki?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
His speed, because you have to hit him.
you do.
And he's covered in poison.
Arm and Haki bullshit.
Unconfirmed
Yeah,
if that really would do anything.
okay.
Sure, you're attacking Magellan's body, but
He
he's not
did
alone
one
yet
shot
anyway.
almost the entire Blackbeard crew.
He did one shot.
Very
the entire
impressive.
Blackbeard.
But do we put that in the... Do we put a massive tick for Devil Fruit power?
Massive tick.
What are we talking about? Speed, strength, and all the other stuff.
He's not fast.
Yes.
Luffy can dodge him.
Yes.
But if you're fighting this man one-on-one, you don't know what his power is.
You get caught off guard,
You're
big
caught
trouble.
off guard, you're dead.
Yes.
Very deadly poisons.
Yes.
So deadly that it demolishes Blackbeard.
Takes double
The
pain.
man who can cop Whitebeard punishment.
Mm-hmm. Super deadly poison.
And that's not even the demon hell poison that he brings out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Magellan off
Devil Fruit.
insane Devil Fruit mastery alone.
Yep. And Awakening could be even
And
more
Awakening
deadly.
because of we don't know if the demon hell poison is Awakening because of like
He does cop a sizable amount of damage from the Candle Gear 3 move from Luffy.
He gets knocked back. He doesn't really cop damage.
Christian, do you see him competing against Doflamingo, against Katakuri, against Rayleigh,
That's the thing.
against Zabo, and again now Gear 4
Well-
Luffy after Katakuri? Christian, this is what
my
I'm talking
thing,
about.
my thing is
Devil Fruit ability
off the chain.
charts.
off the chain.
Speed and strength, massive question marks.
I don't think his strength is in question.
Defense.
He cops.
Give me some physical strength feats that you can think of. You can't, because he doesn't.
He doesn't really do any of it.
He's not a physical strength
I
fighter.
don't see him. He's the He's the warden of Impact now.
Yes.
So he's got to have something going for him.
Okay.
He shits 8 hours a day.
He can only fight 2 hours max.
I mean, he's pooping his pants the whole fight.
Yeah.
That could be to his advantage
Or his disadvantage.
or his disadvantage.
Does he shit poison?
Yeah, that's a question for Oda.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. You fight Magellan, you don't know his power, you're dead.
Yeah.
We saw it with someone as powerful as Blackbeard and his entire crew.
Yeah.
One shot. Mm-hmm. And he Blackbeard cops Whitebeard punishment like a day later.
Yeah.
So, what does that say about how strong Magellan's poisons are?
Deadly.
Deadly poisons.
Well, they wouldn't affect emperors. you couldn't mechanically say that it affects emperors.
Sure, based off story things.
Yes.
But in a power scaling argument,
Why? Give me a reason. Why isn't he an admiral? Is it because of the lack of combat training?
I think it's because someone has to be the warden.
Yeah.
You need someone powerful to keep Impel Down in check.
Okay.
People like Crocodile, people like Ace.
I just think he's gonna have trouble with the New World Awakenings, the Crazy Delphites, the speed, the Haki, and the destructive abilities.
They kept Shiki in check for a while.
Sure.
Shiki did escape. See,
It's
Magellan's a very interesting.
It's a hard one to place because on the other hand, deathly.
He's deadly.
But we have no idea about combat.
I've heard people put him on Admiral tier. I've heard that.
His brutal poison powers are very good.
Because you could say the same thing happened to Luffy
Yes.
when he punched Aokiji compared to when he punched Magellan.
Okay.
Instant pain, instant regret.
Yeah.
Luffy's hand froze over. Luffy's hand full of poison.
Okay.
I'm gonna say high. I'm gonna say high tier because that poison is ridiculous.
I think high tier. He gets in there just. He's carried by his devil fruit in this situation.
I'm only saying this because we have evidence of him one-shotting the man that can take Whitebeard punishment.
Yes. Very deadly poisons, hell poison, just melting the stone.
So deadly it poisons wax.
Yes. This is Cushion. This is one of those things that's unique to One Piece, and that is the Devil Fruit. If you have an overpowered Devil Fruit can use it, you don't necessarily have to be the fastest or the strongest.
In most shows, the guy with the poison power
sucks,
and his poisons are never good.
Yeah.
This is poison done correctly.
Yes.
Deadly. Absolutely deadly.
So we're saying high tier because of the overpowered Devil Fruit
because of what
ability.
he did. Because what he did to Blackbeard alone. That's I have to put him there.
Yeah.
I have to put him there because of the feat.
Okay. But in fairness, right, we'll just go quickly. Doflamingo, win or loss?
Doflamingo wins because of the range.
Katakuri?
The range again. Oh, that's a very interesting one. Because you forget. Katakuri is a paramecia.
Yeah.
No, wait. That works to his favour. Yes, Katakuri wins.
Okay. Rayleigh?
I think Rayleigh takes that in the bag.
Zabo? We're now with the Marimera.
He's got the Marimara, but he is Logia.
Yes.
Which means even if he does a Fire Fist, he can still get poisoned.
Okay.
We know Magellan has weird poisons that can poison anything.
Okay.
So, maybe he can use poison gases.
Mm-hmm.
He's very versatile with his power. He's very deadly with his power.
Luffy now.
I think Luffy just wins because of the raw damage of Gear 4.
Yeah.
But he would be fucked up after it.
Immune.
And he's immune.
Immune.
He's immune.
Immune. There we go.
If he wasn't immune, he would be fucked up, but he would win.
Okay. Christian, shall we move on to the question corner?
Sure.
Content. Christian, we give to the people, and then they give us questions so we can give them even more content. First question.
From a man, Uze.
Jose returns.
Damn, you guys are proven to be some serious, faithful followers of the God King Shanks, of course.
Yes.
I've got to raise the stakes on you.
Yeah.
It's another multiple choice question. But now, if you pick one, you can't have the other at all.
Okay.
Would you rather have the reveal of the letter D, what it means, what the explanation is, what it means, how, when, and why, what happened to the Clans D, the whole D thing.
Yep.
Or, 2, have the so long awaited moment where Luffy gives the straw hat back to the God King Shanks. Not their first reunion, just giving their hat back. Maybe including Shanks' death if you guys believe in that theory.
Christian, before we even get into this, a 30-year promise is different to a 15-year promise. Alright?
That's right. Dangerous number 2. Shanks, baby. We're on that train. We're not
Shanks
getting off.
every day
We're getting off
of
the
the
train.
week.
Shanks can do anything. You're going to say Shanks.
Yes.
Shanks. Is your answer.
And yes, I think we do believe in the Blackbeard Shanks thing.
It pains me. The God King going down to some backhanded bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Deal with the devil nonsense is gonna happen.
it's going to be a fucking sad day.
Yeah.
That's all I'm fucking saying.
We might shut down the podcast.
Podcast might not be running for a month.
Yeah.
And that happens. Just having to deal with that bullshit. Getting upset just thinking about
Yeah.
it. Alright,
Moving
Return
on.
the Slab returns to the podcast. Question. We know Shanks is the God King of the verse. But is he the God King of the multiverse? Is there another character in fiction that can defeat the God King Shanks? Now, Return the Slab, I'm disappointed. Because I've said this multiple times. Shanks is the God King of every verse.
All verses, no one can defeat the man.
No one can defeat the God King Shanks. Goku, get out of here.
No chance.
Superman, get out of here.
No chance.
Broken Saint Seiya people, get out of here.
Yeah.
Broken JoJo characters that can erase time, get out of here. Shanks is the God King of the verse.
Shanks was here before time.
Shanks was here before everything. He's the God King of the verse. He's God King of every verse. It's called the Shanks verse.
Yes.
Because Shanks is God King.
Okay.
Next question. Now this
Is a rant?
is a rant from my man, Andre. Now Andre gets heated sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough.
Very
we like,
passionate man.
we like a little bit of pushback.
Yeah.
You know? Andre comes in with his problems with One Piece.
Okay.
I hate that there are almost no consequences in One Piece.
Yep.
Jinbei should die here. It would raise the stakes, the sense of danger, and it would be nice for Big Mom's character. I hope Oda finishes Whole Cake Island soon. We must go to Ruby. Well, you got your wish. Whole Cake Island's done. This chapter. My question. Even though Oda has the best world building and overall storytelling in shonen manga, if you were Oda Sensei, what would you change in the narrative to make One Piece even better? Now, I wrote this man a response.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read that response. Great question, my man. Here's the thing. I don't think it's going to change. We are 900 chapters deep. Oda writes the way he does for reasons we know, and reasons we'll never know. Now, how would I improve One Piece is a hard question. Changing one element would piss off fans who like one thing, and piss off fans who like another thing. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yep.
Right now, Oda is pissing you off. The Shonen Battle fan. Right? But let's not forget that he has done arcs before, like Enies Lobby, and Shibondi, where the Straw Hats are tested physically. We get these battle arcs. Oda's just doing something different with this arc.
Okay.
Right? We're about to enter an arc that will satisfy the battle focused fans. Wano, baby. Wano, saving the series. Saving the whole show.
Apparently.
200 chapters, let's go. See, One Piece is different to other battle shows, like Dragon Ball and Naruto. Luffy's dream is to become the Pirate King, the freest man on the sea.
Yes. Not the strongest.
We see different characters try different methods to be the Pirate King, but Luffy's way is the correct one.
Yes.
To be the truly free. This arc is about themes and the power of Sanji as a cook and the consequences of physical strength. We see the dominance of Big Mom and the crushing burden of Katakuri, the downside of being strong and the expectations of Judge, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm also in your boat a little bit. I would like a little bit more of stakes, a little bit more damage here and there, maybe another character death. I see the flaws, but I tend to damage control, in quotation marks, because all I see around me is disrespect to the man owner. I love criticism of the show. I cannot stand disrespect to the creator, assuming he doesn't know what he's doing, because that's disrespectful. And we shouldn't do that because that doesn't help anyone.
Yeah.
Assuming the creator is an idiot isn't a good place to start.
And it's incorrect.
It isn't correct.
Christian,
So how would you alter One Piece?
it's such a complex
It's so
and
complex.
multi-layered question.
He also talked about how he thinks, Naruto has better themes and better character development.
This
He
is,
also talks about how he thinks Bleach has better fights.
this is my thing. How would I improve One Piece? How would I do it? It's gotta be a continuation of a fight self-contained. The fight needs to be 5 chapters and then done. Now this creates a multitude of problems
Does.
that I'm not creative enough to fix. You need to move characters around while this fight's happening, all these kind of things. Massive issues when you do this.
See,
But-
I've tried to tackle this in the past before. And the way I've done it is, you finish a fight and then you go back in time.
It
And then you
ru-
finish another
it
fight.
just ruins the pace.
It's
of
hard.
the-
It's a compromise.
the tiny things you change alter everything.
That's the
That's
simplest
the,
way
that's,
to do it.
That's the real answer.
The simplest way to do what you're saying is you finish a fight and then you just rewind time and you go back to someone else's fighting at the
I
same
guess.
time. That's a way to do it. It's probably not the best way, but it's kind of solution.
And that's probably it. Everything. The reason why One Piece is so good, it's unexpected, it's weird, it's quirky, and it's fresh. You're not gonna get.
The same arc twice.
You're not gonna get anything come close to what you get.
See,
From
I
One
don't,
Piece.
I don't understand what he's talking about when he says the themes in Naruto are deeper. When we get repeat themes
They're not
every arc.
deeper. They're consistent.
They're just the same themes every arc.
It's about him and his friendship with Sasuke mostly. That's about it. It's mostly a show about
This
friendship.
thing's about power and what it means
Yeah,
to be
it's-
the war. But here's Naruto's goal is to become Hokage, and there's never any fucking talk about what it means to be Hokage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
All it means to Naruto is that you have to be strongest.
Okay.
There's not really any meaningful talk about what it means to be the Hokage, and there's no real competition there.
Mm.
Until like at the end when Sasuke's like, I want to become the Hokage because I'm gonna do it right.
Christian,
Uh,
fights are a different taste. I can see why people like Bleach. It's more straightforward. No
There's some
problems.
cool abilities.
No
there.
problems mechanically with Bleach or Naruto in fights. Decent. Now his comment about Jinbei dying, Christian. People are
Would that be good for the story?
no.
First
This
of all?
is my issue with this comment. People are willing to sacrifice Jinbei
But we sacrifice
because they
people.
don't. We don't know Jinbei that well.
We do though.
If Oda wants to put stakes in this,
But no, we
if
do know Jinbei here.
we
Marineford.
let me finish the point. We know Jinbei, all right? People are willing to sacrifice Jinbei because he's not actually part of the crew, right? He hasn't been with us for 900 chapters. If you want to get serious and you want to get edgy and you want to piss a lot of people off, you kill one of the Straw Hats.
It's not gonna happen.
And that's not going to happen. But that is your only real reason. That's your only real way to create massive threat.
But Jinbei's such an important character. To
He's an
Luffy.
important character, but he's not that important that people are going to be upset that he's dead.
I think people really want him on the crew now.
People really want him on the crew, but they're willing to also sacrifice him. I've been seeing this a lot, this sentiment a lot. Jinbei must die for the sake of the story to mean something.
Yeah,
It's a strange comment because on one hand you expect him to die, and is that really like a stake? If you expect something to happen, does it mean anything?
look, dude. I can't say there's no.
People
stakes in
didn't
this.
expect Ace to die, and he died, and that was massive. It'd be equally massive if at the end of this arc, Sanji died.
equally,
almost equally,
way more massive.
but an increase from Ace, sure, but it'd be on that same level. People loved Ace, Christian. There was multiple arcs dedicated to Ace and getting him back, and we ultimately failed. Everyone loves Marineford. Everyone loves Impel Down.
But if we failed, then what's the point? What's the point?
If Oda really wanted to be a brutal writer and make people feel pain,
There are
he will
people.
get rid of Usopp, Nami, Sanji, Robin, Frankie.
Quick side
Zoro.
note here.
Luffy can't die, otherwise the story doesn't work.
Quick side note here.
Yes.
There are certain people in the community that say Impel Down is one of the greatest arcs. But guess what, Eric? We got nothing in Impel Down.
Mm-hmm.
Ace wasn't there. Alright?
Luffy failed.
Luffy failed. I mean, left Bon Clay behind. How is this any different to Whole Cake Island? Please tell me.
It's about 50 chapters shorter.
It's shorter, sure. But how is this any different narratively? It's not. People are just upset about the length. Stop. If you love Impel Down, you can't not love Whole Cake Island. Otherwise, that's hypocritical. You can't say, what was the point of this arc? Nothing happened.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
could say the same thing about Impel Down, because guess what? Ace died at the end of Marineford.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the point of Marineford?
Christian,
It's my number one most annoying complaint about Whole Cake Island.
yeah.
What was the point of Whole Cake Island? It's about the journey. It's not about the outcome.
I said it. I said it last week. It's pretty ironic for a story about a massive
journey.
odyssey that they go on, that people don't want to go on.
I can't believe people are talking about the outcomes of arcs.
Yeah.
What was the outcome of Sky Island? Nothing.
They got a bunch of money.
But
which
people
solved
love Sky Island, Eric.
the key problem about the key problem when we went into Sky Island is we had no money, and then
And we got money.
and then we got money.
That-
That's the ultimate payoff of Sky
If
Island.
you're complaining about Whole Cake Island, and you love Sky Pier, and you love Impel Down, and you love Shabondi, where the Straw Hats achieved nothing,
Yeah.
why are you complaining?
Christian,
That's the number one most stupid complaint about Whole Cake Island I've ever heard. Alright, end the show.
ladies and gentlemen, we love One Piece here. We talk about it a lot.
We do.
We love how Oda builds this world and makes it real. So real, in fact, people debate if it's in the character's motivations to do things. And does this make sense in the world as a whole, which it usually does. Think about how this man has created this universe over 20 years, 20 plus years. Think about what a magnificent feat that is and celebrate the 900 chapters. Be grateful for this story. And be grateful for the passion you have for it. Because one day, this will be all over. And all you'll have are memories of this. Just be thankful and live now, not in the promised future. Because if you keep on doing that, you'll have nothing left by the end. Ladies and gentlemen, Shanks is the God King.
You know? How long have we been for? An hour and a half?
I must.